Should be good. Test 1 2 1 2. If you can't hear me, let us know. Good morning from Mountain America Credit Union here on the campus of ASU. This is the second game of the season, league game versus the Coyotes. First meeting between these two teams. Last year, these teams, I believe during the regular season, the Coyotes won 3 of the 4. And then in the playoffs at the end, the Coyotes swept Sun Devils 2 straight games and advanced to win the state tournament. Coach Zabina McCulloch is the coach for the Coyotes, 6 teams. And we got Richie Coyne, head coach Richie Coyne on the bench with Steve Ishu and Scott Schaefer and goalie director Bronson Moore as well. Starting lineup looks to be for the Sun Devils. I've got my cheat sheet out today. I'll get all the numbers right. Sun Devils in their white uniforms, gold and maroon trim. Curry at right wing. O'Hearn will center. Looks like Max Stroud, number 57 on the left. On defense, Rory Weekly, left side. And Nathan Rayhorn at right D. We're underway here. 15 minutes on the clock. First period. Rory Weekly back for it. Up to O'Hearn. His pass picked off at center. Now regrouped again by Weekly in his own zone. In net for the Sun Devils is Quinn Chelsea. First shot by the Coyotes just wide of the net. Wraparound attempt. Picked off and taken away by Weekly. Weekly to Rayhorn. His pass picked off. Heavy hit on the blue line. Chase O'Hearn ran right over Riggs Butler. Here comes O'Hearn again up through center. Tried to get a stick on it. Stroud couldn't. Coyotes back the other way. Another big hit into the penalty box area. Combination of Stroud and O'Hearn. That first line still out for the Sun Devils. O'Hearn got off and Marvin got on along with Corbin Schaefer, and Curry will finish that line change now. Out comes Slick Peck. So the forwards now face off to our right. Forwards for the Sun Devils will be Marvin on the left, number 88, Schaefer 18, and Slick Peck, number 92. On defense, it's Moyer and Schwab. Played together for 2 years now. 14:01 left in the first. Just underway, no shots on net, no score. And Moyer keeps it in at his own line and then taken away here by Umar for the Coyotes. Down in the corner, Schwab plays him nicely. And a heavy hit behind as Moyer and Schwab took out Coyotes player. Some extracurricular activities down in the corner as well. Now pass up through the stick of Peck, thrown back in by the Coyotes. Moyer backhands it around the far side to Marvin. Marvin takes a hit. Looks like it's going to be a physical game, and so far, no penalties. We saw a lot of penalties the other night against AHU in the first game of the season. Sun Devils took that game 6-1 down in Gilbert, and it was a lot of 5-on-4, 4-on-4, 5-on-3s, but refs look like they're going to let this go a little bit, so that's good. Another heavy hit, A.J. Brandt on the near side. Puck goes behind Chelsea. He's taken down, and just as I say there won't be many penalties, there is, but that was a tripping call. So Moyer went down hard into the boards behind Chelsea. It's a little slow to get up, but he's going to make his way back to the bench. So Sun Devils will be right on the power play here. Face-off will come down to our right. 13:08 to go in the first, and we'll see our first power play of the game. It's going to be Ishu, Brandt, and Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald on the far side. Brandt will take the face-off. Ishu in the slot. Grayson Wenkhammer up top on the right side. And number 23, Magnus Gill on the left. So Ishu up top to Wink. Goes across. Was off sides as it came out and then back in. Should have been a whistle, but the ref let it go here. Wenk comes back for it. Leaves it for Brandt. Brandt's going to regroup here behind Chelsea. Brandt up to a swinging Ishu. Ishu up the right side here, over the red line. Takes it in wide. He's got some space on his backhand, curls up. Plays catch with Fitzgerald. Now Ishu all the way across to Gill. Gill shot in, blocked, and then going to have to go back for it. Coyotes will get 3 of the 4 penalty killers out. and changed up here. Gill back in his own zone. Long pass up to Fitzgerald, and now Weinkammer comes across with a little bit of a high cross check. Ref was there, didn't call it. And Ishu now takes it over center down the right side. Holds up in the corner. Sun Devils set up, plays catch with Fitzgerald. Shot or pass up to Brandt. Brandt shot in high over the glass off the stick of Ishu. So Coyotes touch that up. No high sticking. And then the Coyotes now just flip it back in to the left of Chelsea. You can ice it, as I said the other night. New rules this year on the penalty kill for USA Hockey, and also the touch-up offsides. That's going to be a long pass. That one will be an icing. 33 seconds left on the power play for the Sun Devils. Face-off will come down to our left and to the left of Chelsea. Sun Devils switch it up here. We'll have Neubauer, number 12 at center. Brooks Glimcher at right. On the far wall, I believe it's Rory Weekly. Then we've got Jocelyn Gilmore and Rayhorn. So Rayhorn and Weekly on defense. This is Rayhorn. Gilmore back to Rayhorn. Weekly across to Glimcher. Brooks down the left side into the corner. Stays with it. Still on the power play. 10 more seconds on the penalty to the Coyotes. Sun Devils, Rayhorn up top over to Weekly. He's got some space. Shot in. It was tipped and saved by the Coyotes goaltender. Back to 5-on-5 here. Weekly spins, tries to get a shot in. It's blocked, and Coyotes back at full strength, come back the other way. This is Scott for the Coyotes. Sends it in and off the stick of Chelsea into the far netting in the corner. And we'll have a face-off inside the Sun Devils' end. Majority of these kids will play high school games tonight, some big high school games in action. Pinnacle Mountain Ridge tonight, Notre Dame against Chaparral. I believe Horizon is playing Desert Vista, so the Ice Den in Scottsdale will be packed tonight for some big Division I games, which most of these kids will play in this evening for their high school teams. It's O'Hearn, Curry, and Stroud out there at the forward group, and good back checking by Stroud. Schwab leaves it for O'Hearn. O'Hearn loses on the far side, chipped and rolls back to Schwab. Schwab tries to backhand it out. Gill comes back for it. Gill pass across to Stroud. Stroud fans on the pass, tries to exit the zone, couldn't, sent back in by the Coyotes. Schwab plays it in, gets some help from O'Hearn. Stroud tried to find Curry, long pass through his own zone, didn't get out. Dangerous pass for a defenseman to make. And that'll bring a line change out here. So we'll see the Marvin, Schaefer, and Peck threesome will come out at forward. On defense, it's Winkheimer and Gill. Puck sent in by the Coyotes. Back behind Chelsea. Peck's going to play it on the near side wall. Coyotes sweep it away. Sent in, shot, deflected in front, taken away, and now attempted clear is kept in by the Coyotes. Peck gets a stick on it. And now Schaefer and Peck try to corral the puck in the corner. Comes up top to Andy McCulloch. Gets a shot in on net. Schaefer hit the Coyote player as he was taking a shot here. Now here come Sun Devils the other way. It's Schaefer. In on net. Gets a shot off. Pad save. Rebound. Came out to Weinkammer up top. Got a shot off. Went wide all around the backside. Now back behind the net's Marvin. Marvin tries to stay with it. Puck comes up top. Slap shot. Weinkammer was blocker saved by the Coyotes. And now Wesley for the Coyotes sends it in. And Weinkammer is going to go back for it into his own zone. Sun Devils get a line change out. The forwards all switched out. So we've got the Brandt and Ishu out there along with Fitzgerald. Puck sent all the way down. Tipped. No icing call. Ishu gets back for it. Leaves it for Brandt. Brandt, a centering pass right on the pad of the Coyotes goaltender. Fitzgerald was there. Couldn't get a stick on the rebound. And now it's sent all the way back in behind Chelsea. Rory Weekly now takes a hit. Bumped along. Stays with it. Pushes it up. Fitzgerald off the stick of Ishu. And then touch pass Brandt to Ishu. Ishu over the line. Tries to get a shot off. Brandt takes it in the corner. Brandt, long pass over to Schwab. Schwab collects it, shot in on net, tipped up and into the corner. Brandt again in the corner, on his forehand, behind the net, looking. Tries the wraparound. It's sent out in front. It's loose in the crease and covered up, and we're going to have a little extra here as the goaltender, I believe it's Schmidt for the Coyotes, makes a save there on the wraparound attempt by A.J. Brandt. Faceoff will be in the Coyote end on the far corner. Won by the Coyotes. They lose it. Sent out in front. A.J. Brandt just didn't get all the wood on that shot. Now Ishu on his backhand. Sends it up over the head of Schmidt into the corner. And now kept in by Schwab. And he takes a hit, and the Coyotes are able to move it out to the far blue line. They come over into the defensive zone of the Sun Devils. Rory Weekly plays it up there in the corner. He's going to collect it in the corner now and pivots behind Chelsea. Stops, holds up, and spins away, waiting for some help. Sends it on the near side. Collected by the Coyotes. They send it back in. Weekly plays the body nice. And now a pass picked off by Fitzgerald. He's going to go for a line change. Ishu just sends it all the way in off the glove of Schmidt into the corner. Off the bench quickly is Neubauer, Gilmore, and Glimsher. Neubauer over to Gill. Magnus Gill tries to get it in. He takes the hit, throws his man off of him, and now the Coyotes put on the pressure here. Rayhorn now for the Sun Devils over the blue line. Shot in and glove down by, I believe it's Schmidt. I'll get a name on the goaltender for the Coyotes. Okay, the goaltender for the Coyotes is Suzuki. Need my eyes checked from 100 feet. Schmidt, Suzuki, you got the S right. Puck just comes out of the Coyote end. Gill tried to wrap it around and throw it back up the wall. The Coyotes were offsides, and delayed call didn't quite touch up, so we'll have a face-off in front of the Sun Devil bench. Gilmore at right. Neubauer will take the face-off. He's got Glimsher to his left on defense. It's Gill on the left side and Nathan Rayhorn at right defense. Coyotes win it, spin it around, send it in behind Chelsea off the back of the net. Rayhorn tries to get it off the back of the net, actually. It did go up. Centering pass through the stick of Gilmore up to McCulloch. McCulloch sends it down for the Coyotes into the corner. Rayhorn spins it back the other way. Puck's going to come all the way out to center. It's going to be a foot race here as Gilmore tries to get by McCulloch. He's held up here. Should be a holding call. Ref's way behind the play. Can't see it. Centering pass in front, and what a save by Suzuki as he made the save there on Neubauer. Now a loose puck picked up by Glimsher. Throws it out in front on the backhand. Tried to get it over to Neubauer. He couldn't connect. Glimsher again. Down low, up top now. And we've got a delayed call here in front. It's going to be a cross check, I believe, on Gilmore, as the Sun Devils touched up and the whistle was pretty quick. So Jocelyn Gilmore heads to the penalty box. Gilmore had 2 goals the other night and a penalty or 2. So we'll see the Coyotes power play here and the first penalty kill for the Sun Devils. No score here, 6:07. First meeting between these two teams. First period action here from the Mullet Center. Coyotes on the power play. They set up, send it up top. Nice nifty pass in front. Picked off and into the corner. Schwab's going to go back for it. Tries to get it out, kept in by the Coyotes. Long pass in. It's loose in front and in the corner. Schwab this time sends it all the way off the rim of the boards and it trickles all the way down. Curry and O'Hearn are the penalty killers up front, and Winkheimer and Gill on defense. Coyotes now out of their own zone. This is Noah Stanius. Sends a pass across. And the Coyotes set up again. They send it out in front. It's shot wide of the net behind Chelsea off the back glass, and Curry battles for it on the wall. Now Coyotes walk out of the corner, loose puck, and Curry flips it out to center. And Coyotes get a regroup here in their own zone. The Sun Devils get the change in. They get all four. I believe everyone but Gill was able to get off the ice. So we got Weekly and Gill, and then up front it's Ishu and Brandt on the penalty kill unit. 50 seconds, 5-0 left on the power play for the Coyotes. Wesley tries to take it through center. He's hit from behind by Brandt. No call. Able to send it back in behind Suzuki. Stanius, number 2, collects it for the Coyotes. He moves it up near side to Butler. Butler goes in, chases it down. Weekly and Gill back for it. Heavy hit behind the net as Gill went right at the Coyote player in the collision there. Coyote still in the power play, 20 seconds left. Loose puck now behind Chelsea. Coyote send it up top, and shot in is deflected high, way up top off the rafters above the scoreboard. So that'll be a deflection off the Sun Devil sticks. Face-off should stay inside. 8 seconds left, and we'll get Gilmore out of the box. Brandt still out there at center with Ishu on the wing and Schwab and Rayhorn. Puck off the face-off comes all the way down, and penalty expires here. So 5-on-5. Coyotes back in their own zone. Bounce pass up all the way down, and that should be an icing call as it makes it to the far goal line. Face-off will come all the way back down to our right. Shots almost even, 8-6 in favor of the Sun Devils. 3:57 left in the first. Brandt and Ishu stay out. They're going to get Strahd as the right wing on that line. On defense, it's Rayhorn, number 8. And on the far side, it's Schwab. Ref throws out the Coyotes center. They switch up. Face-off goes forward. Brandt able to stay with it. Holds it up on the wall. Tries to come out of the corner. Loses it. Down to Ishu. Ishu bounce pass up to Schwab. Then bounce back to Brandt. Brandt shot in. Glove down by Suzuki. Forwards change up. It's going to be Marvin, Peck, and Schaefer. Corbin Schaefer will take the face-off, it looks like. Peck in front of the net, and Marvin on the far side. Rayhorn and Schwab. Face-off won by the Coyotes. Nice poke check by Rayhorn, able to keep it in. Now it's turned over. Peck sends it in. Suzuki plays it, sends it all the way up the far side, collected by Schwab. Schwab off the stick of Schaefer. Peck tries to find Schaefer again. Another heavy hit. Refs are letting the majority of this physicality continue, which is good. Rayhorn. Schaefer off the heel of Marvin and picked up by Peck. He spins and throws it down the far side. Marvin tries to cut inside, stays with it. Tucks it back into the corner. He takes a bump, and Coyotes able to skate out, but off the bench comes O'Hearn, and he almost had a clear chance to get a shot. He was just poke checked as he was about to shoot it right there in the slot. Weinkammer, heavy hit in front here and holds his blue line, and Umar comes the other way. He's played by Gill, and another hit there, and Coyote player went down, no call. Coyote fans are a little unhappy about that. Peck up a little too far for Hearn, and Hoare comes back for it for the Coyotes. Comes all the way around now. And now Gill has it for the Sun Devils. Up to Curry off of his stick. And now Whitehammer just sends it back in. Coyotes regroup in their own zone. Stanius, long pass across. Gill takes it and now throws up the center. Curry plays the body at center. Now Grayson off the stick here. Now it gets over to Strahd. He took a shot and he's pulled down behind the net after he got the shot off. So the Coyotes going to go on the head to the box here as Max Strahd, after he took the shot, was hauled down and went sliding into the board. So we'll see another power play here for the Sun Devils as number 9 for the Coyotes, Hoare, goes to the box. 1:54 left in the first, no score. And we'll see the second power play of the game for the Sun Devils. It'll be Neubauer at center, Glimcher on the left, and Gilmore on the right. Puck sent down, no icing, played by Chelsea. Chelsea sends it all the way, long pass up, and taken away here by Neubauer. Neubauer down the right side, sends it all the way around the back side. Suzuki goes back to hold it up, and Gilmore comes down. Gilmore comes out of the corner with it, tries to walk out in front, stays with it, takes a shot. He had a shot or two like that the other night, was able to put it past the AHU goalie, but that time it was blocked and deflected up into the netting. Neubauer will line up at center against Scott. Gilmore still on the right and Glimcher on the left. Glimcher off the face-off, able to spin out of some trouble, but this time it's sent all the way down by the Coyotes. Rayhorn back for it. He's got time, he turns, skates up through the center, leaves it for Weekly. Weekly hits Gilmore. Gilmore with some speed down the right side, shot in, pad save by Suzuki. Now Glimcher. Glimcher leaves it for Rayhorn. Rayhorn makes a move, shot off, blocked. 1 minute left on the penalty to the Coyotes and 50 seconds left in the first. Gilmore plays the body, puck sent out in front, off the skate and pad save, and now kept in by Rayhorn. Rayhorn over to Weekly. Rory Weekly, shot, blocker save, loose puck behind the net. Glimcher and Gilmore battle for it. Now it comes up to Rayhorn again. Rayhorn, hard pass over to Weekly. Weekly steps to center, back to Rayhorn. A lot of traffic in front, put the puck on net. And then Weekly tried to leave it for Rayhorn. They misconnect, and Umar's got it the other way. All alone, a shorthanded bid. And a big save by Chelsea. Stuck the pad out on the right side, and Umar went flying into the wall. Coyotes still on the penalty kill for 10 seconds, and we only got 1 second left here in the period. So we'll end with this 0-0 score after one. Coyotes will be on the penalty kill for 6 seconds, so to start the second period. Shots are now doubled up. The Coyotes have 7 shots on Chelsea with 2 periods left to go. Sun Devils 14 shots. Second period coming up here in just a minute. Looks like they got a 2-minute break up on the clock, so minute 30 left. NFL games underway. Dallas is down 10-13 to the Giants. Jacksonville 17-10 on Cincinnati. Baltimore up on Cleveland 10-3. Detroit Lions at home playing against the Bears. They're up 21-14. And Patriots and down in Miami 15-14. Patriots up by 1. 49ers up 16-7 on New Orleans at halftime. Buffalo up 20-3 on the Jets. Pittsburgh up 14-7 on the Seahawks, and the Titans up on Los Angeles 13-10. Arizona Cardinals in action this afternoon. They're home. They get the Carolina Panthers in town. 1 o'clock start here in Phoenix. Chelsea heads back to our right. We'll take the net. And Suzuki to our left. Everybody switches ends. Sun Devils will start that power play for the second period, 6 seconds. And then Coyotes will get back to full strength. AJ Brandt lines up at center. He's got Tsishu right in front of us here, number 97. Far side, I believe it's Gerald at right wing. Butler will line up for the Coyotes against Brandt on the faceoff. waiting for the scorekeeper, get 15 minutes up on the board, and we're good to go here. And underway in the second. Brandt goes forward with it. Ishu's going to chase it down into his own end. Now Brandt sends it all the way back in. Coyotes back at full strength. McCulloch, Ishu, shot in, saved by Suzuki, picked up by Fitzgerald. He threw it out in front. No one was there, and Butler comes the other way. Shot in, covered up by Chelsea. No score, just underway here in the second period. And Coach Coyne's going to change up the forwards right away here. So O'Hearn comes out with Curry and Stroud. O'Hearn will take the face off. 5-on-5. O'Hearn wins it in the corner, pushes it back behind the net. A wrap around, it's loose in front. Coyotes were not able to get a stick on it. Schwab mishandles it. And now up off the glass. Stroud, long pass across the far wall to Curry. McCulloch takes it out of his own zone. And Stroud comes through center, hits McCulloch. And then another retaliation. Refs didn't see that one. And more after the whistle here as Brandt goes with it, goes after Butler. Sun Devils are going to stay with that line here in their own zone. Face off to the right at Chelsea. Coyotes, looks like they got all five changed up. O'Hearn takes the face off here. And O'Hearn wins it in the corner. Rayhorn backhands it to Gill. Gill tries to push it up the wall to Stroud. He couldn't. And Coyotes have it in the corner. Comes out, backhand loose in front. And the Coyotes able to bang home the rebound as they're able to come out of the corner unattended. And threw a little backhander on Quinn Chelsea, and Coyotes run the back door to bang that one home. So early in the second period, it's 1-0 Coyotes, 13:55, plenty of time here. And Schaefer, Marvin, and Peck come out for the Sun Devils. Gill and Rayhorn still on defense. Coyotes now bring it in. Played nicely by Rayhorn in the corner. Loose puck on the far side. Schaefer gets a stick on it, sent back in, delayed offsides, and touched up by Amoroso on the Coyotes. So we'll have a offside call and a face-off here right in front of us. Wholesale line change. All five Sun Devils will change up here. Neubauer will come out at center. Glimcher will line up here on the left, number 11. On the right side, it's Gilmore. On defense, it's Weekly and Schwab. Schwab over to Weekly. Loose pass up the far wall, taken away by the Coyotes. Sent in back behind Weekly, and Schwab goes back for it. Schwab pushes it near side. Glimcher chips it forward. Off the stick of Neubauer, sent back in, delayed offsides. And now touched up. Now here comes Gilmore down the left side, leaves it for Neubauer. Neubauer tried to leave it for Schwab, but able to push it back in. Gilmore in the corner. Now sent up to Weekly. Weekly down lower to Glimcher. He sends it back in behind Suzuki. Coyotes able to escape with it here up the far side with some speed and stood up nicely by Weekly. Heavy hit and no call there again by the refs. Letting them play. Glimcher over the blue line. Gets pushed from behind, loses it, and now Coyotes trying to go the other way. It's Wesley. Wesley gets a shot in off the blocker of Chelsea. Flipped up now and out by Brandt, and the Coyotes regroup at center. Wesley down the left side, shot in over the head of Chelsea off the back glass. Ewert steps down for the Coyotes. Leaves it down low, shot in. Wesley again, another shot and saved by Chelsea right in the fork of his sweater, and we'll have a face-off in the Sun Devils' end. Some loose defensive play here by the Sun Devils, unable to get any momentum and getting pucks out of our zone. Brandt will take the face-off. Coyotes win it, throw it back in behind Chelsea. Brandt, Fitzgerald, and now looking for Ishu. It's picked off again by the Coyotes and now stolen away by Brandt. Brandt tries to chip it. Puck comes out to center. And now it's Wesley again for the Coyotes. Now Ishu. Ishu's pass picked off by Butler. Sends it all the way in. Delayed offsides. Touched up. Now Weinkammer into the corner. He loses it. Coyotes on the offensive attack here. Sun Devils lose. A little loose in the defensive play and unable to get the puck out. Most of this second period has been down here on this right side of the ice. This time it's going to be sent all the way down, I believe, Brandt, and it'll be an icing call. A lot of little chippy stuff going on behind the scenes. Refs are seeing some of it, not calling it, and they're missing some of it as well. Another face-off in the Sun Devil end as the Coyotes have put up a bunch of shots to almost even out the shot total here. 15-14 now. O'Hearn, Curry, and Stroud on defense. Weekly has the puck here. He takes a bump in the corner. Coyotes again working it, and then an errant pass comes all the way out to center. Stroud puts some pressure on Hoare. Hoare goes D to D. Stanius centering pass off the stick of O'Hearn. It's loose. Weekly's going to have to go back for it. Able to kick it into the corner. He's hauled down, no call. O'Hearn pushes his player behind the net. Now the Coyotes bring it up top. Shot in well wide off the skate of Weekly and picked up by Stroud. Stroud, hard pass off the stick of Curry. Curry chases it down. Stanius chips it up off the wall. And now taken out by the Coyotes. Poke check by Rayhorn. Good back checking by Stroud. O'Hearn, heavy hit in the corner. Stroud now up top. Hoare through a lot of traffic. Blocked off of O'Hearn, and then a second shot made its way through and directed into the corner. Curry, nice pass up to Stroud, takes a hit. Stroud down the right side. If he can get inside, he gets a shot attempt just through the crease, wide of Suzuki. And now here comes Mitchell the other way for the Coyotes. Shot in off the pad, a rebound in front. It's loose, and it's picked up by the Coyotes on the rebound. Another rebound goal, and they take the lead 2-0. Not much Chelsea can do on these rebounds. He's made the initial save, and Coyotes have been there twice for the rebound goals. So we'll line up here at center. 2-0 Coyotes. 9:40 to go in the second period. Peck, Marvin, and Schaefer up front for the Sun Devils. And here come the Coyotes again. Shot in, blocked by Schwab. He'll play his man in the corner. And now chipped out. Kept in by Mitchell. Back down the corner again. It's Schwab battling with Scott. And Windhammer tries to get it out. It's going to be a high stick call, and faceoff should come all the way down to our left. Sun Devils definitely having some trouble here getting it out of their own zone, and takes a high sticking call to get the faceoff to our left. Forward line stays out. Schaefer will take the faceoff. Peck on the far right side. Schaefer lined up at center, or the center hash. On defense, it's Schwab and Weinkammer. Coyotes win the faceoff. It's going to be offsides as puck was sent in. The Coyotes will have to touch up here. It'll be a free pass out of the zone, and that was tipped as it came down, so no icing call. Marvin puts pressure. Schaefer in the corner. Puck taken away by Marvin. He squeaks around the backside. Tries to stay with it. Schaefer pushes it up to Rayhorn. Rayhorn to Schwab. Shot off a glove and into the corner. Marvin spins out of some trouble, gets some help from Schaefer. And now the Coyotes have it on the near side. They chip it forward, and with some speed, left to right comes Scott. Scott played nicely by Schwab. And again, the Coyotes able to keep it in the Sun Devil zone here. Rayhorn sends it up all the way down. It's going to go on net. Just misses the net, so it'll be an icing call. So another face-off inside the Sun Devils end. About halfway through the game here, 8:13 left to go. Sun Devils down by 2. Neubauer, Neubauer, Gilmore, and Glimcher. It's Gill and Rayhorn on defense. Puck kept in again by the Coyotes. Centering pass, loose in front. I believe Neubauer was in perfect position to get a stick up, or Chelsea would have had to make a save there. Another easy exit for the Coyotes. They chip it forward down the left side. Wankhammer plays the body nicely. Now Gill, his pass was collected up top by Horry, sends it in. Chelsea makes the save. Now Coyotes taking the lead on the scoreboard and the shot total now. 16 are the shots, I guess, even, and 2-0 is the score. Coyotes have the lead. Face off again to the left of Chelsea in the Sun Devils end, taken by Neubauer. Goes back to Weekly. Weekly hard around the far side. Gilmore not able to get a stick on it, kept in by the Coyotes. They go D to D, or catch pass in corner. Now Weekly able to skate out with it. Rory Weekly sends it in off the stick of Suzuki into the corner. Glimcher hit from behind, no call. Weekly loses it at blue line. It's a 2-on-1. And offsides is the call. It was close. Ref was there right on the blue line. So offsides call, face off outside the Sun Devil end. Line change for the Sun Devils. It's going to bring out Brandt, Ishu, and Fitzgerald line. Schwab and Weekly stay out on defense. Brandt wins it back to Schwab. Schwab up to Ishu. Ishu leaves it for Brandt. Brandt down the left side on his forehand. Shot in. Pad save. Rebound. Loose in front. Into the corner. And now they kept in by Schwab. Schwab tried to send it in low. It's chipped out by the Coyotes. And here come the Coyotes shot off the pad of Weekly. Good block there and sent up through center by Ishu. And Fitzgerald tries to chase it down. Long pass picked off by Brandt. Brandt at the blue line sends it all in deep. Off the ref's skate, so it held up on the far side. Brandt through some traffic. Leaves it for Ishu. Ishu shot on net. A pad save. Now kept in by Rayhorn. Tries to backhand it down deeper. Brandt covers that defense. And puck comes out now to center, sent all the way down, no icing, as Brandt's going to go back for it. Long shift here for the Sun Devils. Brandt, long pass, it's picked off by Scott. He has to hold up to touch up the offside. Sent in now. Brandt's going to have to go back for it again. Rayhorn, centering pass, looking for Ishu. Now Fitzgerald sends it across to Brandt. Brandt playing a lot of defense on this shift as a center. A long pass off the stick of Fitzgerald. That should get some of the boys off the ice. And Coyotes in their own zone. Go up the wall here. This is played by Gill, not able to keep it in. Sent all the way across the far side. Ishu's still out there. Now O'Hearn is the center with Fitzgerald and Ishu. Weinkammer and Gill on defense. Ishu changes up. Stroud will take his spot. And Fitzgerald finishes up the change. Curry jumps out. Loose puck in front. Schwab up to Curry. Curry From right to left. Holds it up into the corner. O'Hearn. Low to high up to Gill. Gill with some traffic in front. Shot blocked. Rebound off the skate of a Coyote player and out. Now Gill has to go back for it. Backhands it to Winkhammer. Winkhammer sends it the other way. Picked off by Curry. Curry and Stroud. Stroud in the corner. Now Curry battles in the corner with O'Hearn. O'Hearn up top, off the backhand of Gill. He turns, sends it in front. It's taken away by the Coyotes. The bouncing puck now rolls back behind Suzuki. Gill and Jans get tied up here in front of us. And this time the puck does come out to center. Warrior Weekly's there for it. Almost had his pocket picked. Now Stroud sends it back the other way. Rolls all the way in on Suzuki. Sun Devils get some fresh bodies out there. It's Schaefer. Shot wide of Chelsea, just missed. And here comes Marvin. Marvin down the left side. Cuts to center. Gets hit at, cut across the middle by Hoare, and back come the other way. Luke Weekly loses his footing. Backhanded in front. Peck was back to help out, and now Slick Peck's got it. Cuts inside, poke checked away, and now it's pushed out by Schaefer and sent all the way in to the Coyote end. Peck, Schaefer, and Marvin are the forwards, and on defense it's now Schwab and Weekly. Weekly's been out there for quite a bit. Can't get that long change in the second period sometimes. Shot in on Quinn, he pushes it into the corner. Puck still kept in by the Coyotes, and this time it rolls out to center. It's Hoare. Hoare regroups with some speed. Down the right side, played by Schwab. Now Weekly plays the body. Schaefer comes in to help out. Loose puck. Hoare and Schaefer battle for it. Now thrown in front. Backhanded, and Chelsea there again with the pad save. There was a rebound, but it was taken away that time by Weekly. Peck off of his skate. Regroups. Nowhere to go. Sends it out in front. It's deflected and now kept in again by the Coyotes. Backhanded up. Kept in again. Now this time, Glimcher's able to get a stick on it. Brooks Glimcher down the left side, loses it at the blue line, and now here come the Coyotes the other way. Weekly's been out there for about 3 or 4 minutes. Just can't get to the bench. And a shot over the head of Chelsea off the back glass into the corner. Weekly and Schwab just trying to survive out there on this long shift. And this time, Weekly sends it all the way down for what will be an icing call as he and Schwab roll over to the bench. Sun Devils come back with Gill and Rayhorn on defense. It'll be Gilmore and Neubauer. And we're going to need one more, and that's going to be Fitzgerald as he comes over. Neubauer at center. 2-0, 1:43 to go. The Coyotes have the lead on 2 rebound goals. So that's where we are. Puck jumps up into the Coyote bench. We'll do it again here to the right of Chelsea. Neubauer wins the puck into the corner. Puck tied up by the defensive door for the Coyotes. Now puck in behind Chelsea, played by Rayhorn. He gets pushed, tries to shovel it forward, taken away by the Coyotes. Now a loose puck, Fitzgerald up quickly to Neubauer. He loses it through center. And Ewert throws it all the way back in. I'm going to guess about 80% of this game has been to our right this period, unfortunately. And another chance here for the Coyotes behind Chelsea. The centering pass, and Wesley got a stick on it, but it was just wide of Chelsea. Kept in again by the Coyotes. A wraparound attempt by Wesley is taken away by Neubauer. Neubauer, nice hard pass across to Gilmore. Gilmore tries to cut inside on his forehand. He's hauled down, and that'll bring up a hooking call as the ref comes up. Chelsea heads to the bench, and now we got a rebound and a goal as well on the delayed call. Chelsea was on his way to the bench, but looks like on the delayed call that was going to be called on the Coyotes as Gilmore was hauled down, Fitzgerald was able to pick up a loose puck in front and cut the lead in half. So Gilmore now is going to find him. I don't know how this works. It must have been something after there was a delayed call on the Coyotes, but Gilmore is going to be in the box. So the goal is going to count, but after the goal, Gilmore must have picked up the penalty. We'll hear the call here in a minute. So it'll be a power play after the Trent Fitzgerald goal. And Coyotes now on the power play here with 30 seconds left to go in the second period. Refs weren't ready, or the clock keeper blew the horn here. They didn't have the penalty up on the board. The clock didn't start, so they're going to reset everything here. 2 minutes now up on the board to Jocelyn Gilmore. And Coyotes now will have their power play. Ishu pushes it through. He's all alone on the shorthanded bid, and gloved down by Suzuki. Faceoff will be inside the Coyote end. 24 seconds left to go in the second. 2-1 is the score. Gilmore picks up the penalty after the Fitzgerald goal. Stanius rips it around the far side all the way through off the ref's skate, and heavy hit by Weinkammer on the far side behind the play. I heard it, and the Coyote bench didn't like it, but no call. 8 seconds now. Hoare is going to hold it back in his own zone as the second period will come to an end. Couple minutes of a break here. No ice cut, and we'll be back in action for the third period. 2-1, Coyotes have the lead, and the Sun Devils will be on the penalty kill to start the third period. Test. Not sure if this is, I don't think it's on. Did you mute it? Test. I don't hear it. It's like it disconnected. Okay, I think we're good now. Yeah. Okay, we're good. Third period about to get underway here, and the Sun Devils were on the penalty kill as Gilmore's in the box. Here comes the announcements from the goal and the penalty. Fitzgerald picked up the goal there, and Gilmore the penalty almost right at the same time, but Fitzgerald thankfully got the goal first. So Gilmore's penalty is a cross-checking call. He's in the box for another minute here, and Ishu sends it in on net, saved by Suzuki. Wesley regroups for the power play for the Coyotes. Ishu, Brandt, Weinkammer, and Schwab are the killers. In the corner, now up top. Mitchell shot through traffic. It's blocked, goes into the far corner. And now Ishu sends it up and out all the way down. No icing as Suzuki plays it. 25 seconds left to go on the Gilmore penalty. O'Hearn and Curry are the forecheckers. And killers up front, it's Weekly and far side Gill. O'Hearn trying to get the loose puck. Curry gets a stick on the centering pass. Weekly plays in the corner, picked off in front and backhanded out. And Gilmore's out of the box, and we're back to 5-on-5. Stroud jumps out for the third center. Big hit by O'Hearn as Coyote player cut through the middle, and Chase found him at the right time. No call, and a save along the way as well by Chelsea. 5-on-5. Face-off will be inside the Sun Devils' end. 13-19 to go. 2-1 Coyotes have the lead. It'll be O'Hearn, Stroud, and Curry. Who? Who? Oh, yeah, Cole Moyer. Jennifer Ishu just let me know that, yeah, we haven't seen Cole Moyer in a while. He did take a hit early in the first period, I remember, behind the net. Went into the wall. Hopefully he's okay. He had a collarbone break last year, missed a good chunk of the season. But hopefully we'll get an update on Cole Moyer. So Sun Devils with 5D in the game now. Right now at forward, it's O'Hearn, Curry, and Stroud. Centering pass through the crease. Curry tries to chip it out. He gets it up to O'Hearn. It's a 2-on-1. Stroud down the left side. O'Hearn shot in. Pad save. And Stroud was there on the rebound. He just couldn't get it home. And it's going to be a delayed call here coming up on Max Stroud. He got tangled up with the Coyotes defenseman. So O'Hearn's going to touch this up, and that'll be the delayed call. So 57, Max Stroud's going to go to the bench for interference, a little bit behind the play. So the Coyotes will be back on the power play with 12:39 to go in the third. Curry and O'Hearn jump off, and out comes Neubauer and Gilmore for the penalty kill. Grayson, Weinkammer, and I believe Ishu is on defense here to kill. He sends it up and out. So Lucas, Ishu, and Grayson on defense. Up front, it's Gilmore and Neubauer. So Ishu's probably taking some ice time here since Cole Moyer is out. Face-off will be the left of Suzuki. Trying to get an update here on Cole Moyer. Penalty kill still in effect here as Sun Devils got to kill this one and find a way to get another goal here to tie it up. So it's still Gilmore and Neubauer, Ishu and Weinkammer on defense. Ishu able to defend that and sends it out. Neubauer is going to chase it down the far side. Plays the body nicely. Loose puck picked up by the Coyotes. They back and retreat here and set up again on the power play. So it's Moyer's got a shoulder injury. Don't know the extent of it as he was hit behind the net there in the first period into the boards. Shot in is blocked. Windhammer hard off the glass and out. Comes all the way down to Suzuki. .45 seconds left to go on the penalty kill for the Sun Devils. Off the bench, Marvin was able to get a stick on it. And now Schwab in the corner. He sends it up, and Marvin sends it out. Line change, it's going to get Slickpeck out there with Marvin. Marvin here chasing down Ewert. And on defense, it's Weekly and Schwabi. Loose puck through Andy McCulloch. He able to find it. Played by Peck. And regroup by the Coyotes. Centering pass, chipped up and out. And the Coyotes have to regroup again at center. McCulloch pushes it up to Amoroso. Long pass across off the stick of Schwab into the corner. Heavy hit by Link Schwab in the corner. Coyotes come out of it, throw it in on net, saved by Chelsea. Another shot in on net. It was blocked. It thought it was going to go in. The Coyote fans were excited, but it's going to be sent all the way down. And at full strength now, it'll be an icing call. Nope, waved off for some reason by the ref, and we're 5-on-5. It's Peck. Sun Devils just found out they need one more player out there, so Glimsher jumps out. Peck, Brandt, and Glimsher. Rayhorn and Gill on defense. Coyotes out of their own zone. Chip pass up through center, bounced over the stick of Amoroso and played by Rayhorn. Gets it up to Brandt. Brandt centering pass to Peck, just misfired on it. And Peck sent it back through the center ice, picked up by Rayhorn. Rayhorn in, down low. Brandt looked for the centering pass. It was chipped all the way down the far side. Brandt, heavy hit in the corner. Puck now to 1-on-4 as Llewellyn for the Coyotes waiting for some help, and plays picked up here again. Physicality, both sides of the ice. Long pass across. Wesley, played by Gill. Gill flips it up and out, and Hoare sends it back in. Gill takes it off the wall. Centering pass up to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald over to Brandt. Brandt takes the hit, sends it all the way behind Suzuki. Glimsher's first in on it. Takes the body. Loose puck picked up by Fitzgerald. Sent all the way around the back wall. Brandt goes for the change. Off the bench comes O'Hearn. Down low, Fitzgerald looked to center it as O'Hearn was lurking in front. O'Hearn hit in the corner. Loose puck picked up. Glimsher shot in and trickles in onto Suzuki, and he covers it up. With 8:25 to go in the third, Sun Devils will finish up the line change. O'Hearn will be center, Curry and Neubauer. O'Hearn's going to actually swap out. So Neubauer will be the center with Curry on the right, Stroud on the left. Up top, it's Weinkammer, and left side is Ishu on defense, covering up for Moyer's injury. Coyotes 2-on-2, shot in, pad saved by Chelsea into the corner. Now puck comes up the wall. Stroud centering pass to Curry. Curry through center, sends it in deep, chases it down. Curry on the wall. Get some help from Neubauer, send all the way around to Ishu. Ishu up top, dances around. Grayson picks up the puck, tries to bring it in deep. And now it's taken away by the Coyotes, back out to center. Ishu's hit on the far wall. Curry up to Stroud. Max Stroud chips it in the corner. Heavy hit. Weinkammer, the defenseman, found himself down behind Suzuki. Curry now in the far corner, sent up. They're kept in the corner by Curry. Now forecheck by Stroud. Coyotes get a line change in. All five of the Coyotes change out. And Weekly has it behind his own net. Long pass up. Just Amoroso able to get a stick on it for the Coyotes. And now Brandt. Brandt cuts to center. shot deflected behind Suzuki. Brandt holds off in the corner now. Gets some help from Schaefer. Weekly unable to keep it in, and here comes Llewellyn the other way for the Coyotes. Played nicely by Schwab. Llewellyn got a shot on, but Quinn was able to make the save on the near post. Still no update on the injury to Moyer, other than it's a shoulder injury in the first period. Brandt comes out with it, sends it forward all the way down. Third period ice. He's going to hold this puck up. No icing. Fitzgerald and Schaefer on the forecheck. Puck comes back out to center. Schwab chips it forward. And now Brandt. Brandt shot in behind Suzuki off the back wall, and near side's Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald. And now Schaefer. Schaefer gets it to Fitzgerald, looking for Brandt, trying to get a shot off. Brandt's hooked and now spins away out of trouble. He's got some space. Looked for the centering pass. That was blocked. Rayhorn pinches down the right side in the corner. Nathan Rayhorn stays with it. Far corner, sends it up top to Schwab. Through the snow, across to Brandt. Shot through a lot of traffic. It's loose in front. Fitzgerald couldn't quite find it and put a stick on it. And the Coyotes come back the other way. It's one-on-one, and too good. Sends it in behind Rayhorn. Rayhorn tries to play it with it. And shot in and save. Another big save by Chelsea. Covered up in front. It's loose. And O'Hearn sends it all the way up. And Schaefer's going to chase it down. Another big save there for Chelsea. Rayhorn off the skate of Peck. Jans now for the Coyotes retreats into his own zone. D to D to Hoare. Hoare up and off the glass, bouncing puck to Wesley, leaves it for Jans. Jans played by Rayhorn. Rayhorn forces him into the corner, behind the net. Gill steps on the far side. More pressure here for the Sun Devils on defense, not giving much space into these corners, as I'm sure Coach Coyne has had the D tighten up a little bit after that second period. Peck, big hit on the far side. Puck sent in, glove down by Chelsea, and then was mishandled in front. And Gill tried to send the puck. A lot of extra activity here behind the net as 8 of the 10 players on the ice are in a little bit of a scrum. I think Gill thought Chelsea was going to hold on to it, and then he tried to hand it off to Gill. He wasn't quite ready, and Sun Devils escaped what would have been a devastating third goal by the Coyotes. Face-off will be to the right of Chelsea. Center will be Neubauer. Gilmore on the right. Winkhammer and Ishu on defense. Brooks Glimcher, the other forward. Puck in behind Chelsea. Centering pass comes up top. Blocked off the hand of Gilmore. And now taken by Ishu behind the net. Ishu backhands it up to Gilmore. Kept in by the Coyotes. They take it behind. Centering pass rolled right through the blue paint in front of Chelsea, but Coyotes weren't able to get a stick on it. Loose puck again. And then Glimcher was hauled down. No call. 4:10 left to go in the third. Sun Devils need a goal. Glimcher fighting for it on the far side. Backhands it, can't get it out. Now he does, and back to center. Stays with it on the far wall. Ishu poke checks it forward. Now the puck comes back to Winkhammer. Long pass up to Justin Gilmore. He tries to get it in deep. It's sent out again by the Coyotes in a battle here for it on the blue line. Gilmore leaves it to center. Glimcher tries to toe drag it through, loses it. Now it comes back the other way. It's Winkhammer plays it nicely, pulls it to the middle, and now Ishu. Ishu pushes it forward. Ishu playing defense in the absence of now Cole Moyer. And let's see, we're going to have a penalty on Gilmore, I believe, as he was going to get called for the trip. I believe, from my vantage point, I believe the Coyotes stepped on his stick. But nonetheless, The Coyotes are going to get another power play here with 3:17 to go in the third period. Gilmore to the box for his second penalty of the game. Coyotes on the power play. Curry trying to battle it out. Curry and Brandt up front. Puck comes out to center. Amoroso gives it back to his partner. Now Amoroso over the blue line on sides, leaves it into the corner. Coyotes try to set up their power play. Ewert plays catch on the far side. Weekly loses his stick in front. Centering pass. And Quinn's trying to cover it up here. It's a loose puck. The Coyotes regroup on the far side. Rory's got a stick back shot in, and Chelsea made the save. It popped up. Schwab tried to swat it out. This time Curry tries to get out as well. Kept in by McCulloch. Loose puck. Curry's trying to get a stick on it, and he does, and pushes up. Brandt trying to chase down Ewert with 55 seconds left on the penalty to Gilmore. 2 minutes and 11 seconds left in the third. Coyotes have the 2-1 lead. Llewellyn in over, shot, saved by Chelsea. And another face-off inside the defensive end for the Sun Devils. O'Hearn's going to jump out with Fitzgerald as the forwards on this penalty kill. I believe it's Weinkammer in the corner and Gill. Weinkammer and Gill on defense. Gill sends it hard all the way down. Burn off some of the clock here. Rolls behind Suzuki. He leaves it and plays it to Stanius. Noah Stanius up to Butler. Rigs Butler down the left side. Leaves it for Jans. Loose puck now. Kicked around in front. And picked up by Wesley. Wesley spins onto his backhand in the corner. Wesley, long pass across to Stanius. Stanius shot in on net. Another save by Chelsea and loose puck. And it should have been a tripping call there as Chase O'Hearn was tripped up. Now a loose puck. And now O'Hearn's going to get a chance here to skate it out. Gilmore will be out of the box here in 2 seconds. And we're back to 5-on-5. Puck sent in deep by O'Hearn. Gilmore out of the box, and they're trying to get Chelsea out of the net. He heads to the bench, looking for the opportunity here, and now a bouncing puck luckily comes over to Brandt as he came off the bench. He swapped out for Chelsea. Here comes A.J. Brandt the other way. Shot in, and a blocker save into the corner. O'Hearn, 6-on-5. Chelsea's out of the net, 2-1. Coyotes have the lead. 48 seconds left to go, and the puck comes down into the Sun Devils' end. Brandt comes back for it. Brandt and Ishu. Long pass too far for Gilmore, and Chelsea's going to have to head back into the net as the faceoff will come back to our left with 39.8 to go. That group looks like it's going to stay out, possibly a penalty. I expect a timeout here. No timeout. We're going to get right at it. So it's Chase O'Hearn on the faceoff. And Ishu trying to get it out. He's pulled down. No call. Coyotes patiently push it back in. Another comes a delayed call on Lucas Ishu as he played his man. And Ishu's going to head to the box for probably either a roughing or an interference call. So we'll be down a man again. Face-off will be in our own zone. It'll be 5-on-4, and if we can get the puck out, maybe we can get Chelsea back out of the net with 27.5 seconds to go to get that back to 5-on-5. Face-off, Brandt. Now Gill in the corner. Gill tries to get it out, sent back in behind the far corner. Gill spins out of trouble. Now here comes Weinkammer. Weinkammer, long pass intercepted by Mitchell. He backhands it back into the Sun Devil end. 8 seconds to go. And now Brandt quickly up to Winkhammer. He's got 1 second left, trying to get a shot off. He can't. And that'll do it. Coyotes able to escape with the win here, and they jumped out to the 2-0 lead. Fitzgerald was able to cut the lead in half. And that's where we will end this one. Final score from Sun Devil home arena here at Mountain America Credit Union Iceplex will be 2-1 in the season. First game of the year between these two teams. They'll play at least 3 or 4 more times throughout the course of this year. Thanks to Jennifer Ishu on the video. Our next game is going to be from Denver next Friday, somewhere around 8:30, I believe, Mountain Time, for the CCM Denver tournament, just north of Denver in Westminster. We'll see you next week from Denver, Colorado. Final score 2-1 Coyotes.